This is Mark Rugen, Training Manager for Nesh and Americas. What we're going to do here is we're going to actually add the Goody window. I've got that on the laminator here, and we're ready to actually apply that to our paper product here. We're actually using a Convert Blocks Light, which is double-sided printing with a light blocker in the middle, so you can actually make images on both sides. And you saw a little earlier in my printing, this is the front side, which is going to go on the inside of the window. And then on the back side of this is the messaging for when people leave the building. So we have welcome, and then we have come back soon. So all we got to do is just laminate this. It applies just like a normal laminate. We're going to get this started. Slow it down a little bit just to make sure that adhesion is good on there. I usually run about 2 to 3 foot per minute, something like that. So that's what we want to do. And that'll go through nice and straight. By the way, this is the 62 or the base, 54 base. Actually, it's a very nice product. You can see how it's actually keeping everything nice and straight. I don't have to manage it too much. So there, it's just about through. You probably can't see it on camera. I'll take a close-up picture here in a minute, but it actually will have a little grid on it. There's actually a grid that's right on top of the Goody, and what that does is that gives you like a 1-inch square, so you can actually use it for cutting if you wanted to. We're just going to run a little bit more here just to get it through the laminator. Just about done, and there we go. Now on the back side, we're actually going to take this off. I'm going to take it to my cutting table and trim it up, and we'll be right back to show you that process. As you can see, this is the back side. We still have the product in the laminator, but I'll zoom up a little bit on this. You can see that 1-inch grid that's on there. That kind of helps you in cutting. That's kind of a nice addition to the product. That's the release liner on top. We'll pull that off, and that will leave the repositionable adhesive behind, and then that'll go right on the door window. We're going to show you how to apply it and do the whole works here. I think you'll enjoy seeing the whole process. Okay, well, it's very easy. You couldn't get any easier in terms of installing this particular graphic. Remember, it's paper, it's Convert paper. It's called Blocks Light, so that means that when I put it up against here, the light's not going to shine through it, so I can have messaging on both sides of this, which is kind of cool. And that's a totally recyclable paper, by the way. But anyway, that's another subject. Let's just take a look at this. This is the side that's going to face out, and it has the Goody repositionable adhesion on there, along with the little release liner with the grid on it. If you kind of scratch your finger over that or feel it, there's a little bit of a texture to that, and that leaves a texture in the actual Goody itself, which makes it bubble free. So all you got to do here is just pull off the liner. You can do this exactly the same way as you would vinyl, basically, if that's the kind of business you're in. You know, position it on here where you believe it should actually go. Of course, I would probably measure. You know, just stick it on there like that. We'll pull down the rest of this. Oh, let's stick it on there. You can see how it's repositionable. Just hold it on there. And this is good because that way you can make measurements if you need to. Just pull off the rest of that Goody. I'm just going to use my fingers here. I've got a little felt squeegee just to kind of make sure that it's solid all the way down. There we go. So this is actually the message that's on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and show you the outside as well. So basically, if you're using this, you've got a nice little message here, which basically says welcome. Right on the outside, facing toward the outside there. Repositionable, bubble free. And then you go in and get your coffee if you need to do that. We'll open this door. It's got a little magnet on it. There we go. You finish with your coffee, and when you're leaving, come back soon. That's Goody window. Easy to apply, repositionable. You can't get any better.